How's it going, everyone? I'm Gonzer, and today we're going to be talking about a prediction. And maybe a lack of a prediction on this one, okay, guys? This is going to be a new series that I will be putting out. I've always intended to have a prediction series here, because let's say I have a pretty good ability to predict the anime, as pretty much everyone should have, unless they are making dumbass predictions where they're just making crap up, you know. For example, you know those dumb, we're gonna predict Ash's team this generation. You know those videos? Like, every fucking video during Generation 7 was like, oh, he's gonna get Komodo, he's gonna get Komodo, he's gonna get Komodo, with zero evidence of that. Just never made any sense. And I wish people would just not talk out of their ass. I wish they'd at least have something behind it. Like, if you think Ash is gonna get Komodo, at least have a reason, have something, put something there. And I'm not picking on just Komodo either. You know, people were making huge videos with tons of predictions that were just absolutely ridiculous. And you know what's kind of funny about Gen 7 is that Ash's team ended up being more ridiculous than some of those. So you need to be really prepared to just be honest with these predictions, guys. But today, we're going to be talking about whether Serena is going to return this generation. Spoilers, probably not. And there is a reason for that, but we will get into that. First, I want to talk about my ability to predict the anime. And the only reason I'm talking about this here is because this is going to be a series, and this is the first video of the series. Okay? I can show you a lot of evidence if I can get permission from one of my friends who I talk to all the time about the anime, like after every episode. If I could get permission from him to show our chat logs. But here's one. This is July 7th, 2019, right after the episode came out. Okay? This was the episode where they did the Battle Royale to see who would join the Alola League. So, at the end of it, we knew... Let's do this. We knew that these matches were going to happen, okay? Here's where my predictions come in. I predicted that Ash, Guzma, Howl, Lana, Sophocles, James, Kiawe, and Gladion would go on. I predicted that the match would be Ash versus Howl, Gladion versus James, Lana versus Guzma, and Kiawe versus Sophocles. That's dead on. How did I make those predictions? Well, I knew that Ash had to battle Howl. I knew that was just going to be a quick one-off match, right? I knew that they put Gladion versus James because just to get James out of there and to kind of liken Gladion to Ash more so, okay? I knew Lana would go against Guzma because I knew that they would make Ash have one of Ash's friends get absolutely beaten the crap out of by Guzma before Ash battled Guzma. And I knew Ash would be battling Guzma for sure because he was the main brick wall during that season. And furthermore, I knew that there was going to be a bros battle after there was a sisters battle announced between Mallow and Lana. So I knew there'd be Kiawe versus Sophocles. I knew that they would use a battle like that to show how good Sophocles had gotten, and I knew that it would be closer than we thought, okay? So I predicted that entire round. Who did I predict would win? Oh, look, I predicted that entire goddamn round's survivors, too. So I knew that Ash would have to battle Guzma, as I already explained, and I knew that Kiawe would battle Gladion. Here's the reason why. Because Ash, the person he was likened to the most during that generation was Kiawe. Okay, so if Gladion beats the person he's closest to, the person he's always battling, the person he's neck and neck with through the whole anime, then this is going to be a big battle coming up. It's all about hyping that battle between Ash and Gladion. So, Ash and Gladion, this is exactly what happens, of course. I predicted all of this, and I also predicted the winner on day one. And how did I do that? Because it is how the writing felt. There was no reason for Ash to lose to Gladion, and then lose to him again, and then lose to him again. Which, by the way, if this were XY, I would have predicted that Ash would have won the league as well. And I would have been wrong. So, predictions are predictions, people. But you can make educated predictions, okay? And just to further show that, you know, you can be in error here, even if you're really thinking about this stuff. I predicted that Ash would lose to the Master Royal. I predicted that up until the episode before it actually happened. I was like, well, he's getting this Ultra Beast back, you know, I think he's going to win here, and I think they're going to use it to skip the Champions League. That is how I felt. I felt they were going to use it to skip the Elite Four, or for lack of better terms, okay? That's what I thought. So, anyway, back to Serena. So, what evidence do we have of Serena appearing in this anime? Well, this is a promotional poster from the anime at the very beginning, and if we zoom in here after I move myself over the most important part, we get to see right over here pretty much Serena's team. So these are Serena-esque Pokemon, and people are like, "Oh no, that must be a it must be a tease that Serena's gonna show up." No, this is a tease of all generations here, guys. Like, if you go to this part here and go, "Oh, this must be a tease for Brock and Dawn," then must be, right? Or this right here, we must be getting that old Ash showing up, right? We'll talk about whether Ash is the same Ash another day. Canonically, he is supposed to be right now, but as for how he acts, I would say no. So, I don't think we will see Serena back, guys. When Serena comes back, which she will, if the anime in its current state, if the anime were to end, Serena would be back in the last minutes of the anime, and Ash would probably leave with her. That's probably what they would do. That's what I did in the way that I said I would end the anime. But like I said, that's just fan fiction shit, guys, so don't worry about what I said. But I think not only is this Ash, not only does he not act like the Ash that she loved, but he comes off as younger, and if Serena were to come back, the entire point of it would be for Ash and Serena to get together. So I wouldn't rule out a one-off, but I would rule out her coming back for good. And the only way that she's going to come back for good is if, you know, Ash is actually going to end up with her. And probably that would only happen when the anime is toward the end. Definitely. But the good news here, guys, is you know there's a reason you guys love this story, and I want you to realize that this story, that Serena story, is complete. That if Serena came back, it would cheapen her story. That Serena, a big part of her story was, although they didn't want to spell it out because it would look bad if they spelled it out, a big part of her story was she left her house to go and follow a boy. Okay? And then at the end of it, you know, she falls in love with this boy. He's this great leader. She did more for Ash as a secondary character than anyone in the show, period. I don't think there's even any debate there to be had. She did a lot for him. Serena definitely did a lot for Ash as far as development. And if Serena ever returned, it would cheapen her entire story, because part of her story was, you know, I don't need you, Ash. I don't need you anymore. I'm good enough to go on my own. I'm a grown girl now. I can go off on my own. You know, I love you, but like I need to go do my own thing right now. But in the future, the point of the end of that kiss was, we'll be together in the future, just not now. So, you would expect, if they're going to tell the story of Ash actually having a girlfriend, I think it would definitely be Serena if they ever did that, and I don't think they're going to do that. But they would be older. They wouldn't seem younger. They would purposely age them a little. Ash would be, you know, acting more like he is 16, more like he did in XY. He wouldn't be acting how he does now. It's just how it is, guys. But the good news is that, and I want you guys to remember that you always have Pokemon XY, and the current state of the anime right now, if it were to end, that's where Ash is going. He's going off with Serena, guys. He's going off with your girl, the one you're shipping for here, okay? But that'll do it for today, guys. And if you would like, please comment below and tell me how wrong and how evil and stupid I am. I love it when you guys do that. It's awesome. I love it when you tell me things I got wrong that I didn't get wrong, like a lot of my comments are. Awesome. Sweet, guys. Keep it up. Awesome. And up in the right corner, I'm gonna point to that corner. Is that the right corner? Oh my god, that's the right corner. I got it right on the first time. Holy shit. Oh my god. In that corner, I'm gonna ask, do you think that she'll be back in this generation? And I'll give 3 options. Back for a good run, back for 1 episode, or just not coming back. And I'm gonna go probably with not coming back, but maybe we'll get a good episode out of her. We will see. I don't know. But that's gonna do it for today, guys. Peace out, cats.